Coastal Carolina shot to clears. Taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. And the shot to clears will put Toto Renner to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again.
Open spaces. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Coastal Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, you're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Sellers. A little release to the back. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Snags it quickly on the left.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes! Turning on the jet, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the shot to clears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Barber. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the shot that clears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. He's loose. Touchdown Gamecocks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, though.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the shot to clears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Barber. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. The shot that clears will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harbor. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A 3rd down try for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the shot to clear is trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Barber. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Past the first down marker and still running. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for the score. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Sellers. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's John. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh.
Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, give on the inside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. There he goes. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The sure hands, it's Tucker. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play play of the drive from the 39. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the right. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Got a man, it's Harbor. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. No
Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
It's a seam wide open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, a lot of space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
38, Coastal Carolina, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run?
It's a running room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll try to run for it.